Alright, what's up guys? Spin Firearms here. We're official now. Nothing I've ever done, none of the training, practice, none of that makes me official. None of the testing, reliability tests, experience, torture testing. Nope. I'm official. Guys, I did it. I'm official. Wearing the vest in the middle of nowhere. But because I'm wearing it in the video, you can now trust what I say. Anyways, today we're just going to go over some everyday carry setups. That doesn't mean that I'm constantly shifting in between these setups, even though sometimes I do. To me, everyday carry is carrying every day. So regardless if that's 5 different setups, only one gun, whatever the case may be, I do it so it can revolve around my life, so my life doesn't revolve around my gun. If I'm carrying a Glock 17, I can't cross the monkey bars with my kids comfortably. I can't go mountain biking comfortably. I can't have an active lifestyle, in my opinion, with only one gun. It's fine if you carry a 17, but what I recommend, which is just a recommendation, just my opinion, just my preference, is get something smaller. You know, you can shoot a Glock 26 just as proficiently, just as fast as a Glock 17. I promise you. If you don't believe me, try it. Rent one at your local range. But today we're going to go over a couple setups that I really enjoy, that I really like, and I think you guys will like as well if you haven't tried them out yet. But today what I've been carrying is a Glock 26. This is my budget setup using a Hooper Gunworks slide. So it's direct mount for a Wolf X Pro. The Gen 5s obviously are optics ready. The Gen 4s and Gen 3s aren't. But you have to use an optics plate, which is just miserable because you've seen how many failures, how many screws shear off, whatever the case may be. So I like that that's a way to turn a Gen 3 into a direct mount optic while doing it, while being affordable, right? Because these typically run about 120. And then you get into the stainless, the forward serration, stuff like that, and you're up in the 160s. But still, it's relatively affordable. Then we have XS suppressor height sights. They're 3-dot tritium sights that work really well. You can see the height. And they're really, really nice sights. I have showed some videos of them where the lights are off, what they look like. And they're absolutely awesome. Then we have the Wolf X Pro from Sealy. And yes, this is one of my most carried guns. This is the build I just finished. It's become my carry 26. And it has a Sealy optic. I just like Sealy optics. They run and they're affordable. Then I have 2 layers of handle it grips. They were $13. That's why I got the blue. If they had black for $13, I would do that. But I went cheap because I was doubling up on them to give it a better feel on my hand. That's why we have blue on there. Other than that, everything is OEM. Then we have a pierced grip extension. This is the XL extension. It'll work for your 26s, 27s, 28s, 33s, and 39s. Doesn't add capacity, but it allows for you to get a full purchase on the handgun while not causing you to print. That's why it does this. It could go straight across, but the whole point of this is to still have the ability to put all 3 fingers on the handgun for a better draw, better control of that handgun, but at the same time, not cause any printing. So you're getting maximum concealability while not affecting anything else. So that's what I do there. Then for ammo, Civil Liberty Defense rounds. They go at ridiculous speeds, making up for that weight. These are only like 78 grains or 70 grains, literally cutting your magazine weight in half. Therefore, it's a much lighter setup, can make up for the dot, the larger sights, stuff like that, while still being an effective round. And the Civil Liberty Defense specialty rounds are some of my favorite rounds in every single caliber. In 357 SIG, they go rifle speeds. They're at like 2,400 feet per second. But that's this setup. Then, for the holster, we have a Blacksmith Tactical inside the waistband holster. We have a monoblock, which is that clip that you see right here. We have a claw, and we have a wedge. You can use this holster setup for every single type of carry. As you can see, I'm in sweatpants. You can use it for gym shorts, snow pants, literally belt carry, whatever you want, this will clip to it. So it works great. And like I said, a wedge. Code SPN for 10% off. Then, for backup mag, we're going to go over a couple setups I think you guys might like. Backup mag is right here. We're sitting with another pierced grip extension that does the same thing. But right here, we have 10 rounds of Underwood Extreme Defenders. Now, why do I have that? We're in mountain lion territory. We're in bobcat territory. There's bear sightings around here. So having a solid projectile is definitely a great way to go when you're carrying in areas like this. Plus, you don't have to worry about civilians being behind your target because we're in a spread out area. Then a Blacksmith Tactical mag carrier, also with that double discrete carry clip. I'm willing to pay extra for the clips simply because they clip to everything. and that's huge for me. I can dress comfortably. I work all day in jeans and work pants. When I get home, I want to be comfortable, right? There's a lot of people that sit at a desk all day. I want to be comfortable when I get home, right? So that is that Blacksmith Tactical mag carrier. Now, what's nice about having that Glock system is I can switch out my 26 for a Glock 27, and I can switch out my 27 mag with that Glock 26 mag. So now we have that holster working for a Glock 27. Now, what do I have in my 27, and what's my 27 setup? I think you guys will like this. Double tap. 525 foot-pounds of energy out of a Glock 27. Out of this short 3.42-inch barrel, I think bare minimum, it's over 500, maybe 502, 510, whatever the case may be. So really good foot-pound energy. This is 10 rounds. So with this setup in, it's 10 plus 1 for 11 rounds of 40 out of a super small, tiny package. Now, that's just with an OEM base plate. Then in my main setup, like I said, light carry. Civil Arena Defense. This is 11 plus 1, 12 rounds out of this super small package of 40. Then for the sights, we have North Forest Custom Sights. As you can see, you have this little ridge right there to line up at the top. And then you also have the 3-dot tritium in the middle. When you line both up, that's where you get extreme accuracy. Otherwise, you just line this up in that circle, and that's your defensive shooting accuracy, right? You barely ever use sights, but if you do, to get quick on target, you're just immediately looking through that hole and lining up with there. That way you know you're going to be on target, but the accuracy isn't going to be 100% there. For instance, if I'm aiming for dead center, you might hit here. But that doesn't matter in self-defense. If I'm aiming for here, you know, it might hit here. But you're still hitting. That's the point of these quick defensive style sights. And those are North Forest Customs. They are 3-dot tritium. Then we got the Daddy Shark backplate. My kids, obviously, I have 3 of them. They all love Baby Shark. My older one has grown out of it, but they liked it. And then this is a Henning Group base plate. They mark it as a plus 1 for 40, but I get plus 2 out of it. They mark it for 9mm, being a plus 2, but I get plus 3 out of it. So it's a really, really solid base plate. I have about 10 to 15 of them, never a single issue. That's my Glock 26 setup, and then just some handle it grips on there. These are the Edge series. Really nice setup, really small with capacity. Then we have my Hellcat setup. Once again, where are we? We're out in the spread out area with animals. We're going on trails. We're going to waterfalls. We're spending a lot of time in nature. And when you go in nature, you're in someone else's area, other animals' areas. They might not want you there, right? So stuff happens. I carry Underwood Extreme Defenders. But when we're just driving around and stuff like that, you will see my setup. Right here, Blacksmith Tactical V2 holster. This will also work with everything. Gym shorts, sweatpants. It has a double discrete carry clips. It has a claw and a wedge. This is the V2 holster. Code SBN for 10% off. And it is the taco print. As you can see, it is a taco. And right here we have the Hellcat True Precision build. This is the OG Hellcat that they just put their own spin on. And this is one of my favorite handguns right here. I've been carrying it a lot lately. They have the cuts on the slide. They cut it directly for an EPS carry mount, one of the best defensive optics on the market. Night vision sights. True Precision threaded barrel. I'm not the biggest fan of threaded barrels, but on this setup, I absolutely love it. And then the Cerakoted and stippled frame to go with that base plate. It's a gray Cerakote, and this thing is just beautiful. Check that out up close. I think you guys will really like it. Sorry, guys, I got the sniffles a little bit. Kids are sick. But yeah, just a really nice setup, and this being 13 plus 1, which is absolutely awesome. Now, what I was going to compare it to is this being 11 plus 1 of 40, right? So up top, that's what that looks like. And you are getting the longer barrel out of that threaded barrel for better accuracy and stuff like that. Look at that. 11 plus 1 of 40 on the left, 13 plus 1 of 9 on the right. Check that out. I'm going with the 40 in terms of, you know, size and stuff like that. But I do love this Hellcat. It's just so light, so small, so shootable, and it's the most accurate Micro 9, if not the most accurate handgun on a bench test for its barrel size. And that's been proven over and over and over again. This handgun's been 100% reliable. It's dirty right now. We're just letting this thing go. 0 problems. Then I have another gun setup, but first I will show you guys knives. Today, I've been carrying my new SOG. Affordable, 20 bucks. I like stuff that's affordable, that the average person can afford, because I'm literally the average person. SOG has a really nice clip on it. Not a big fan of the skull. I could do without that, but it is a really nice clip. And if you loosen that up a little bit, you can shift it in each direction, but obviously it's tight right now. And then that's what that thing looks like. Small, goes on the hip, goes in the pocket, wherever you want to put it, on the boot, whatever the case may be. Really, really nice setup. I really like this thing. 20 bucks. Plus, they messed up my order, sent me 2. I called them. I said, you guys sent me 2 on accident. They said, keep it. So, respect to SOG. Super nice customer service. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit sick. Then, we have a Boker Lightning Magnum right here. Magnum Lightning. Absolutely sick knife. It does flip open. I'll just go real slow with it. Check that out. But it does have an assist. It is very small, very concealable, has a really nice clip on it, and is extremely sharp. Looks pretty dang cool. Small enough to take anywhere with you. Just clip it to the pocket. You don't even know it's there. I like this thing. Once again, 20 bucks. And it is a Boker, which I've realized is a really nice, solid brand. I'm not carrying both knives. I just brought it out here for the video. And last but not least, I've been also carrying out here in Woods territory with G9 defensive rounds, my Glock 36. I just picked this up for $225. Don't have a holster for it yet. So until then, that's why I have sticky holsters. I have about 10 of these in every size. When I get a new gun, until my holster comes in, you bet I'm carrying it in a sticky holster. This one's a little beat up, ragged up, whatever the case may be, but they do work. They're not the best for concealment, but they work. They're great for pocket carry, appendix carry, whatever the case may be. This one's for a 26, but as you can see, there is a little gap here, but it still works just fine. And like I said, that's a plain Jane 36. I did just order grips for it and some night sights, so we will be changing that out. We're close to 200 rounds with this thing, not a single problem. It's eating G9 defensive rounds. It's eating Spear Gold Dot plus P carry ammo, as well as some full metal jackets. So this thing's been great, even though it's only 6+1. I do like the G9 defensive rounds out of this length barrel for being in the woods with bobcats and stuff like that. Even though anything on the table or that I just showed you will suffice, in a situation with an animal other than a bear, and it could potentially even defeat a bear, but that's, a little bit on the harder side. I like all these things for the woods. So, like I said, we're not in a big woods area where there's bear everywhere, stuff like that. It's mostly the mountain lions and the bobcats that are the issue. But that's the Glock 36 right there. And yeah, just some awesome, carry setups. It's good to be versatile. It's good to have small stuff, big stuff, big stuff for home defense, small stuff for carry, some bigger stuff for winter carry or certain situations, some smaller stuff for, deep concealment. You're not supposed to technically have a firearm there, whatever the case may be. That is the way to go about things. So even though this is only 6+1, I found use for it. And what was that use? Having fun at the range with it, even carrying it as a backup in the woods. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts. Like I said, I'm wearing the vest, so I'm official now. Thanks for watching, guys.